Just a reminder that these videos are made for adult doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening. Hello Internet! My name is Kelsey and welcome back to my closet. Today guys, we are going to be opening Monster Fest Clawdeen from G3 of Monster High. First Clawdeen I'm gonna open finally since G3 started. I got her at Walmart. She was $24.84. I found her in the store. I know that the Amazon listings for these dolls have been going in and out of stock, but Walmart seems to be consistently in stock, so if you haven't been able to get your hands on them yet, I would advise checking there. Plus, they're cheaper than I thought they were going to be, because I feel like when we first heard Monster Fest was coming, they were supposed to be around the same price as Monster Ball, which was like closer to $30, if I remember correctly. So I'm pleasantly surprised. She is super cool. Love the purple theming. Love that they moved away from the animal print for this one and leaned more into the celestial for her, because most of the Clawdeens so far have just been like animal print, animal print, animal print, and that's just not really me. So that's why I've been hesitant to get one. Anyway, let's take a look at this packaging. So it kind of looks like a stage, because obviously this is supposed to be like a festival that all of the ghouls are going to. The Monster High logo on the side here is glittery, and it says Monster Fest in big letters behind Clawdeen inside the box, and there's Clawdeen herself and all her accessories. I will say I had to look at a bunch of Clawdeens to pick one out. I think there were like 4 or 5 in store, and this one had the best face. And I looked at the Lagunas too, just out of curiosity, and there were a couple of hers that were misprinted, like the eyes were just slightly above where the eye mold is, which is the first time I've really experienced G3 Monster High at least having weird wonky faces, so I would watch out for that if you are gonna go look for these in store. Don't know if it's because these are early batches or what. On the back of the box we have Monster Fest in big letters again. We've got the ghouls standing in front of it as if they are performing on stage, and there is more of a zoomed out look at what the festival is going on. We've got fireworks, we've got a big dome stage with spotlights. They look like they're having a grand old time. And it says, Frankie, Clawdeen, Cleo, and Laguna have scored tickets to Monster Fest, the most electrifying music festival of the year. They each shine in uniquely fabulous and gorgeously glam lurks. Decked out with freaky chic handbags and posters of their fave bands, the ghouls can't wait to snack on slime nachos, snap scary cool photos, and dance the fright away. How many more puns could we have fit into that paragraph? What do you think? Also, in case you are looking for Clawdeen, here is her barcode. And now, it's time to finally let this ghoul out of the box. I haven't seen any reviews or any information yet, so please, be Saran hair. Most Clawdeens have had poly. I just want Saran in this beautiful dark purple. Please, please be Saran. Okay, let's open and find out. Yes, it's Saran! Alright guys, here is Clawdeen fresh out of the box, and thank God this is Saran hair. It's a little messy. It really needs some attention, but that's okay. We can fix it because it's Saran! Ah, okay. I am so excited! Finally, Clawdeen joins the party. Here is Clawdeen's face, and I guess because I never really paid attention to the other Clawdeens, I didn't realize how sassy she looks, because she's got a definite smirk to her face mold, and she has got some super cool makeup and details on her face. So if we zoom in on her eye, she's got brown eyes with little gold highlights in the irises, and then her eye makeup on this doll is a dark purple with a line of gold and then a line of pink for the eyeshadow. And she also has painted edges, and there's little shiny dots on the edges, like she put glitter up there on her face or sequins or something, I'm not sure. But you gotta kind of pull her hair back a bit when you take her out of the box to see that they're there. Along with her freckles, she has some little golden freckles and painted on sparkles that have a metallic finish to them and give her face a little extra shine. She's got a dark red lip color that's also a little bit shiny. I really like this face up. And then we have this headpiece, and all of the headpieces in Monster Fest are just really cool. They're really detailed. They have all kinds of painted details on them. So hers looks like gold chains that are connected into her ears with moons and little starbursts. There's a big crescent moon on the front, giving me a Sailor Moon moment. And then she has blue and purple flowers with purple crystals sticking up in the center, kind of like amethyst crystals. And there are flowers on either side of the headband as well. It does go around the backs of her ears, back here. This way, if you did detach it, because there are obviously little plastic ties here, it would be pretty easy to get it back in place where it goes because it hooks around her ears, so it's not going to fall off. She still, if you wanted to take the headpiece off, would have the little earring holes that a normal Clawdeen would have so that you could switch out for other earrings on this Clawdeen. And her hair, again, beautiful dark purple saran. It has a little wave to it. Again, there's some box hair going on, so I will be doing a little wash and a little brush for her, but it'll actually come out nice when I'm done. So glad, because, you know, I get put up with Polly for somebody that I really like Draculaura. Neon Fright's Draculaura has Polly. I put up with it because I love Draculaura, and it's not the worst Polly I've ever seen, but Iridescent Laguna also came with Polly, and hers was just horrible, so I had to reroute her. So the fact that I don't have to do that for this Clawdeen, who I really like already, keep doing this, Mattel. Let's keep going in this direction, not back the other way. Oh, she is really pretty. And I'm loving this shade of purple. Is just so, it's not super, it comes across, at least in the viewfinder, it comes across a little more blue on camera, but it's a richer royal kind of purple in person. And then we get down to her outfit. So she's got a lot of accessories on and this really cool jacket. So let me take the jacket off for a minute just so that we can look at what's underneath. So she has a big statement necklace. It has a gold chain. It's got a bunch of crystals and other charms hanging, a little tassel in the center. I'm getting close here so you can see more of the details. There's even some little painted bead details on the upper layer of the necklace. I guess it's supposed to look like two necklaces together. You can kind of see when you pull her arms back like that, the inside of her joint. That's kind of unsightly. Is that normal? I don't think I've ever noticed that on a Monster High doll before, or a G3 Monster High doll before. Anyway, what I like about this necklace and also the headband is that they added extra detail. Now, it's that low-res printing that they do. It's not paint like other accessories that you might see from other doll lines or even other Monster High accessories that we've had so far. But if the low-res paint is how they want to apply it to give us a little contrasting colors or just bring out those molded details on the accessories, I'm alright with that. Underneath the necklace, we have a purple tank top that is made of a stretchy material. It has gold ribbon straps, and the stitching on it is also gold. The belt that doesn't have any painted details on it, it is a golden plastic. It's 3 belts together. I do really like the mold for this because it has the big moon buckle. We've got constellations on the main part of the belt. It is all connected, but it's supposed to look like there's 3 because there's a second one that's just a plain chain, and then there is another chain with moon phase charms on it. Again, that was another reason that I was drawn to this particular Clawdeen, because of the celestial elements this rather than leaning into her wolfish side. And I think for a line like this that's supposed to be based on a festival, I feel like Celestial goes with that more so than wolfish animal print kind of stuff. We got some boho shriek going on here. I should be writing for Monster High. Okay, and speaking of this Celestial boho shriek vibe, I love this jacket that she has here. Oh, this is probably the best piece that she has. We have a pleather jacket. It's pink in the middle. It's got some lapels. It is unfinished around the edges of the lapels, but there is stitching. It's just not stitched around to hem it. Obviously, it's not gonna fray, but if you move the jacket around, you can flip it up and see the other side that's kind of plain white. Not the neatest finishing that we've had on Monster High, but I love these sleeves. We have tulle purple sleeves with gold foil constellations. They're big bell sleeves, so they fan out. The printing goes all the way around the sleeves, and it just adds a little extra shimmer. I love, obviously, the star motif. And then we have this really soft lavender fur trim at the ends of the sleeves to bring back her wolfiness. You know, we couldn't get completely away from it because this is Monster High, but I like the subtlety of this compared to a lot of the other things that Clawdeen has had so far. And there's even more constellation print on her skirt. So she has a black twill skirt with constellations and would look like giant spider webs. There's like a bubble with a starburst here, and the print is in an ombre of red, orange, yellow, and pink. There is intentional fraying at the bottom of the skirt here, and there's one detail stitch down the center, which I believe it is a gold thread. If I lean her back, you can kind of see the light reflecting off the thread. There's some decorative stitching at the waistband, which goes all the way around. There you go, in that golden thread. No pockets or anything, but I do like this skirt. And then we get down to her shoes. It looks like, from inside the packaging, the purple fur is connected to the shoes, but it's actually not. They're just little cuffs that you kind of position on top of the shoes to look like she has fur trim. The reason they did this is probably because you have the big slit in the back of the shoe to get it on and off. This way you don't have to have a slit on the fur. And then you could also use the fur for other parts of her body. If you took the jacket off, you could put the fur around her shoulders just to give her a different look for her tank top. I think that you could rip the seams on these little fur pieces if you wanted to, because you can even see it right there, and glue it onto the shoe so that it's permanent, and then you would have that opening to get it on and off of her feet. Besides the furry parts, we have these tall, strappy, I don't even know what to categorize these shoes as. They're part boot, part sandal. It's a bunch of belts. You could see all the belt buckles, and see, now this is where they could have thrown a little bit of another color onto the belt buckle or something, just to make all of these molded details pop out, because look at all this molding, but it's all the same color, so it all just blends together. It's supposed to kind of look like there's a chain down the front of the shoe, kind of mimicking the belt with the phases of the moon. As you can see on this, the purple paint is a little bit off. It didn't quite make it all the way to the edge of the chain in the center, but I wasn't looking at the shoes as much as I was looking at the faces of these different Clawdeens to look for flaws. Since I noticed that now, it's just something to keep an eye on when you're picking one out. But I will say I appreciate that there is this purple detail here, rather than just having the shoes be completely gold. And there's more moon phase details. Over the toe area, there are constellations molded into the platforms of the shoes, and then on the back it kind of looks like claws or an open mouth. And the bottom, let's see the bottom. The bottom, there's the animal print! Oh, so we didn't completely get away from the animal print. They hid it on the bottoms of her shoes, along with a little crescent moon and a clawed paw print. But that's kind of funny that they couldn't let it go. And that pretty much is Clawdeen as she comes in the box. So yeah, I am really loving this version of Clawdeen, and she comes with a bunch of fun accessories. So first of all, like they said on the back of the package, she comes with a paperboard poster of the Hisfits. Would you believe I still haven't seen the cartoon? But I'm pretty sure that Toralei and Clawdeen are not friends, right? They don't get along? I'm kind of surprised that this is Clawdeen's favorite band. I will say, you know, because I don't have Cleo, but I want to mention it, I adore the fact that they put Frankie's poster in Cleo's package. Even though I haven't seen the cartoon, I've seen that Clanky is a thing, and I'm like here for it. But yeah, so this is the picture of the Hisfits. I saw stock images of the 3-pack, and the Toralei in that 3-pack is really nice. I don't like her enough to get the whole 3-pack, but I think I like her best out of all the Toraleis that we've had so far. She also comes with this purse, which is a big circular purse with a bunch of tassels. Now, of course, they are molded tassels. We have that low-res printing again for the details. It's a crystallized wolf and a crescent moon on a night sky background. There's a paw print up here. We've got a molded zipper back here with the little moon symbol, and it does open. So you could throw a couple of things in there. Might be a little difficult to get them out unless you like shake it around. She has these round sunglasses, which are really cute. I love the little moon details on either side. There's couple of stars too, and then you've got little dots going underneath here. Oh yeah, definitely gives her that hippie vibe with the round shape of them. Here is her ticket to Monsterfest. It says Monsterfest, admit 1. It has a little hand or thumb hole over here. I've got a couple of music notes on the back of it. There's some spiderweb detailing. It's got the little perforation here too. And I just also like that it's plastic, because usually when you get an accessory like a ticket or a receipt or something like that that would normally be made of some kind of paper, it's made of paper in doll form or cardstock or whatever. But this is more durable, because a lot of times those paper accessories, they either accidentally get thrown away, or they bend, or they rip, and then they're... But this, you're not gonna break. I think that's kind of thoughtful of Monster High. She has a little camera that is supposed to look kind of like an old school Polaroid camera. It has an eyeball for a lens. We've got a moon and star in the background and a little paw print. There's a wrist strap. There's the back. There's a little wolf hiding on the back there, and that's where you would put the film in. She also comes with these 2 bracelets, or what you would think is a bracelet. So this one definitely is a bracelet. It is a golden belt style bracelet. You can see the little buckle here. It has little studs going all the way around, and it's open in the back so that you can just slip it onto her wrist. But this other one is actually a wristband, a purple wristband that says admit 1. It has the little perforation on it, and it is open back here so that you can get it on her. But I think that is such a cute, clever little accessory for this line. Really cute and clever. I never would have thought of that myself to include. Here we have a drink. And this kind of accessory, you know, we've seen plenty of times before. My sticker is not staying down nicely. I might need to put a little tacky glue on it. But it is just a cup with a little handle on the side. It has a wolf howling at a crescent moon with a bunch of stars and sparkles. The drink itself, oops, does pop off. This little swirly, translucent pink slushy or whatever with a straw and a little paw print cookie or something. You know, we've had a lot of Monster High drinks at this point, so it fits well with the rest of them. And then finally, she has her slimy nachos as advertised on the box, and they come out. So they are made to look like they're in a paper inside of a little tray, and they're crescent moon shaped. Looks like she got jalapenos in there. We've got some questionable looking salsa, blue corn tortilla chips, maybe? Oh, crap. How did I do that? The actual little serving tray is just black. It has some spider web molding on it and a little finger hole. And since the nachos can come out, you could put whatever kind of food you wanted into that little tray. And there you have it, guys. That is Monster Fest Clawdeen, whose arm is not cooperating with me. What is going on? Every time a doll comes out of the box, the arms are not in the right position to bend. Here is Clawdeen holding a bunch of her accessories. She is ready to go to the festival. She's ready to jam out to some music. I really, really like her a lot. I think this line is really cool. I am glad that I finally got to add a Clawdeen to my collection. I am, again, just loving her color scheme, loving her celestial theming, loving the saran. And of course, now you guys let me know what you think of Clawdeen and the rest of Monster Fest. Have you seen them yet in the store? Are you planning on getting any of them? Have you noticed any weird defects on them if you have seen them in person, or did I just happen to see a really bad batch in my Walmart? Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and until next time, werewolves of London,